wanted to hop on and do Trader Joe's snack reviews. Some of these snacks have been around for a while in my life, but there's a reason for that. So I'm gonna try to do this. I have not prepared for this at all as far as ratings go, like on a scale of 5. But we're gonna start off with the Papadoms. I mentioned these in the recent video about the snacks. But these are the Papadoms lentil and chickpea crisp. These things are pretty solid, kind of a funky texture, but definitely a keeper. I'll be getting these again for sure. I'm gonna give them a 3.3 out of 5. And then we're gonna jump into some meals. These pouches are just absolutely essential for a road trip. You don't have to refrigerate them. They're packed with quite a few calories. This guy right here is 300 per container. And yeah, I actually have not tried this before this trip, but I had one of these out in Canyon de Chelly, the Indian Fare Madras lentils. Delicious. These are really good. It's lentils and kidney beans in a creamy sauce of onions, tomatoes, and ginger. I'm gonna give this a 4.3. Really good stuff. Excited to have that again. Next pouch we got here is the Tikka vegetables. Haven't had this before. It has vegetables cooked with cashews and aromatic spices in a creamy tomato sauce. This guy has all you can ask for as far as a hearty meal. Potatoes, carrots, green peas, onions, corn. It goes on. Really solid. I'm gonna give this 4.1. Next we have one of my go-tos. If you ever come around, see me out camping, you're gonna know that I have these on me. These are just the Just mango slices. I give this a 4.7. Next we got your classic Trader Joe's, nuts. You can always find some good nuts at Trader Joe's. And dry roasted and salted pistachios, just a classic. 4.0 on the dot. Next we got the Rainbows and Trail Mix. I have this out every time I'm hiking. I'm gonna give this a 4.3. Next we got the New Zealand Sweet Apple Rings. Dried apple rings. Very, very sweet. Like almost too sweet. And I love sweet things. But a good thing to have because they're not gonna go bad. I'm gonna give these 2.7. It's good if you kind of like mix them with like some kind of salty thing, which brings me to my next one. The peanut butter filled pretzel nuggets. These are also classic, but again, on the other end of the spectrum, these are quite a bit salty. So if you mix these, if you have these with the onion rings, with the apple rings, it's a good combo. But these I'll go with a solid 3.0 on the dot. Next we got another trail mix, the Omega Trail Mix. Stuff's pretty dang good. If you have oatmeal, this is a great thing to add to that for breakfast. Get some extra protein in there, but this has dried cranberries, almonds, pecans, walnuts, pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds? No. What are those? Pepitas. Yeah, pepitas. Pistachios in here as well. Great stuff. I'll give this a 4.4. Another classic, Trader Joe's plantain chips, jerk style plantain chips. Honestly, it doesn't get much better than this. This is I can eat a bag of these in a sitting. I'm gonna give this 4.9. And lastly, I've been getting into the Trader Joe's candy game a little bit lately, which I'm gonna try to kind of hold myself back on a little bit. But these guys, the Scandinavian Swimmers, as you can see, this bag's almost gone. Really good. Like, it has some like tropical flavors in there. Give this a 4.6. And then a staple for me, another staple for me on road trips, but just having around the house, which I actually just finished, is the chickpeas, canned chickpeas, Greek chickpeas with parsley and cumin, lemon. I don't know, there's all kinds of good stuff in there. Great again for like calorie dense meal. Don't have to refrigerate it. And honestly, I've been having them so much lately that they're kind of like losing their luster, but I'd say like 3.3 for those guys, if you guys know about them. You know, every time I buy them at Trader Joe's, somebody's like, oh, these are so good. And yeah, I'd love for them to maybe like come out with some new flavors or something, but that's the review of the Trader Joe's snacks. I think I covered everything here. We got some like pasta and stuff in there, but that's just pasta and rice. But yeah, that's it for that. Today was kind of a slow day here in Sedona. It's been raining pretty much the entire day. Got out for a hike this morning at the 7 Sacred Pools, which was pretty cool. But the rest of the day I've just been kind of working on phone calls, did a shoot with the hotel here. But I just called my aunt, who might be going down to Phoenix later